can fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we've been working overtime.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down?
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
This has been a quick start offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready? Come back in! Come back in! 19 right! Hurry!
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wise. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 Lehman. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. it's Willis. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
You pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilled them in the offensive backfield.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this, where that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. looks forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. Now the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Willis looking to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! David Montgomery, 27 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Has some space here. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Hubbard. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Willis on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Hubbard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
And a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right, 97.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 cycles. Steel flat. Green jack.
Back to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready, break. Watch out now. 50 series. Strike 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again to throw, Willis on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return where everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
But I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Willis. That caught by Tremble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Another throw on second down. This one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, in the situation that we're in, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Willis to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position. 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Willis. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First and 10, it's Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
52 blasters.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Opposite. 3. Plus 10.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Black Ultra.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Here we go. Shot 17.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play. And
now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st and 10, Willis. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Willis. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis. And it's caught. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Second down and goal. Willis. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Brady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line of the game. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go.
Willis got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
38.
Another run here with Dobbins. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start